Holy cripes, we are back and we are doing meteorology. We don't just do space weather, we do Earth weather as well, as we endeavor for our viewers to understand the physics. Thanks for tuning in. Congratulations on realizing that the Smash News Network least busted name in news is a thing. First thing we're looking at is the satellite imagery on windy.com. We've got some artifacts showing up there. That is not a Borg spaceship. That is missing data from some satellites, probably caused by some charging hazards over places like the Caribbean, Central America, Mexico, and moving into the Eastern Pacific. Anyway, let's move on. By the way, windy.com has a great mobile app. Perhaps check it out. We are not paid to say that yet. Windy.com. Hey, drop us a line, windy.com. We need paid endorsements. So next is the jet stream scenario of the Western world. And look at the extreme bends happening here in the North Atlantic. A huge S bend happening there. 2 180-degree bends in only 1,000 miles or so. And a doubled-up jet stream over the western portion of North America. Here are the surface winds. Like sands through the hourglass of time, these are the videos of our lives. Like sands through the hourglass of time, these are the surface winds of the Western world. Let's check out the surface winds of the east side. Shout out to our viewers from all around the planet. Please leave a comment if you're viewing the video from a different timeline, plane of existence, dimension, multiverse, universe, galaxy, solar system, planet, star, spaceship, etc. Strong low here off of the southeastern coast of Australia. Here is the jet stream scenario for this side of the planet. Tripled up jet stream over East Asia. And a little bit of backward jet stream motion here over the central Indian Ocean. Huge bends in the jet stream here around Australia. Some very, very cold air being thrust in to southern Australia there. That's some straight up Antarctican air. Also, the jet stream blowing backward toward Tasmania. Normally, the jet stream only blows west to east, folks, so some big bends happening in the jet stream at the moment. Next, your weather.gov map for the U.S. And if your county is lit up, click your county. These are freeze warnings, and I believe that's a winter weather advisory, frost advisory. So April coming in pretty cold here in parts of the country. Here's your temperature anomaly forecast. That's based on the GFS model for the next 72 hours. Temperature anomalies shown here in degrees Celsius. Texas and the Rockies are seeing some warm temperatures. And at the end of the next 3 days, we're going to see some warm temperatures showing up in the Dakotas and indeed in Nebraska. Shout out to our viewers from those locales. If you've never left us a comment, leave us one. Let us know where you're located. Here's the GFS forecast for precipitation and pressure. Precipitation and pressure over the next 72 hours based on the GFS model. Yes, the GFS model. Some heavy snows coming to places like Washington and Montana. And folks, 72-hour forecasts are accurate enough that we're confident in them, that we can actually show them on the channel and not make complete fools of ourselves. It helps to understand the physics, and forecasting that far ahead is a little bit tough. The models are pretty good at it. And if you need a specific weather forecast, let us know in the comments. We'll consider it. And we appreciate your consideration for viewing the videos. This is your NASA GOES lightning mapper. Some heavy lightning there moving off the coast of Florida. Some very significant cells here. You can see those very, very large cells there. Also some Texan lightning subsiding over the past about 8 hours. Next, a real-time lightning map from lightningmaps.org, powered by blitzachtung.org. The German language, one of the best languages to yell at people like a savage. Shout out to Sugas Shenanigans, a.k.a. Sad Sesh, a.k.a. Why do you have so many names? Mobile, Alabama. seeing some extreme lightning there just to the west of Mobile Bay. By the way, lightningmaps.org is so good that it'll actually show you the likely propagation of thunderclaps. Heavy lightning there around Mobile. Shout out to our viewers from the Gulf Coast. Anyway, those are the teeth of the storms. Extreme lightning off the coast of Florida as well continues, as does this video, with the water vapor environment over the Pacific Ocean. In the Americas, our weather largely comes from the west. Again, the jet stream typically blows from that direction. So there is like sands through the hourglass of time, these are the water vapor data of the Pacific Ocean, Earth's largest heat sink on the surface, and Earth's largest body of water. Did you know that if you don't know the temperature of the Pacific Ocean at 330, 300, and 1,000 meters, you probably don't understand the climate? Just saying. Just saying. Facts. Next, the S Doppler Radar Map. There are all 50 states. It takes thousands of years for the Earth's oceans to heat up and cool down, as water has an extremely high heat latency. We'll focus on the lower 48. And we can see on the Doppler radar that there are two large bands of moisture here moving almost due east, about to strike Milwaukee and Chicago and Grand Rapids and moving into Detroit and Cleveland later in the day. Memphis, Nashville, Louisville, St. Louis. You're going to see some precipitation coming your way. Next, the shortwave radiation map showing clouds and fog at nighttime. And before we continue on, let me just check the life of the stream here. Everything looks AOC. Leave us a comment if you think AOC looks A-OK. Here's the water vapor over the lower 48. Looks like clear skies over most of Texas, as you've got a high pressure zone, indicated by all that dry, massive air. Did you know that dry air is more massive than moist air? Yeah, it seems counterintuitive, right? When there's water falling from the sky, the air is actually less dense and less massive. Hence, low pressure systems associated with rain, precipitation in general, low pressure systems associated with moisture, high pressure systems associated with atmospheric nitrogen, which is more massive than H2O. N2, it's more massive than H2O. Here's your recap. The Doppler, the shortwave radiation, and the water vapor. That's the map to look at if you don't understand what's going to happen next with your Doppler radar. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you watch the videos on YouTube if you're viewing this any place besides there. May that solar wind be at your back. And I've been your host, Dan, a.k.a. Smash-A-Mash, signing off from the Smash News Network, least busted name in news.